goes down. Yeah, I really hate this town. It's a figure of speech, we all agree to disagree. I see you on a Monday morning, we had the longest week. But I lost my brain. My brain.
What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Wiggins and Green hold down the forward spots. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. Now here's Curry. There's the drive, and he buries his first look.
Not just a lights-out shooter, Curry is also exceptional on the drive.
Picked it out of midair. 4-3, and the Warriors with another three.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, hitting 3 straight shots to start the game.
Avdia passes to Ayton. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
And the Warriors with another three!
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For Portland, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Williams from long range. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
What a critical bucket. This game could have gotten out of hand early if they allowed that run to go much longer.
Back to Curry. This one for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Williams into the lane. And Williams punches it home.
Now look at the force behind Williams' drive. No one wants to step into his path.
Here's Jackson Davis. And the Warriors with another 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, here's what the Trailblazers head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and coach put it simply. He said, quote, we just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders the slip. So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. 8, no good.
That's their plan to get him an opportunity to finish it tight. That's a miss. They can live with it.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams.
Showing off his talent for erasing shots. Williams had that one totally anticipated.
That's good from Ayton on the assist by Henderson.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Green. The kick out. Curry over Henderson. Shot is good by Curry. Curry's got 16 points.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Hey guys, well this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, thank you. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Simons comes in for Henderson. Anderson's checked in for the Warriors. Kuminga comes in for Wiggins. No problems knocking that one down.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Blazers trail by 20. Unloads. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. He's got 5.
Well, there's the skill of Ayton, nailing the jump shot with confidence.
Curry. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 11 so far.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Simons with a steal. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, the 7-footer Ayton, when he's this close to the basket, he's looking for the jam.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. It's an 18-point lead. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Portland this season.
You look at last year's season series. It was a surprise they got swept. Something I'm sure they're still seething about.
Now here's Curry. 18 points for him. Knocks it down from distance.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And Grant gets it to go.
Grant in a bit of a hurry there. No problem.
Simons with a steal. Curry with a steal. And stolen by Williams. Outside Sharp. Takes a 3. Gets the 3-ball to go.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Warriors on top, up by 16. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
We've got Jeremy Grant, Anthony Simons out there with Delano Banton. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Walker in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The 3 from Curry. Oh, he's on fire.
Hey, I am relentless. Yes, I do. My noise was really rain out there. And you're just all around doing it. I was like,
What I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
yeah, I remember
Jeremy
they
Grant
saying
averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career, but over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring more for 28 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits, unquote. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And some changes here for Portland. Diddy Obvious checked in for Walker, and it's Scoot Henderson in for Banton. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Wiggins comes in for Anderson. The Warriors lead by 16. Green finds Wiggins. The three from Curry. And the Warriors with another three.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Avdia from outside hits the three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The shot by Podziemski, no good. Portland has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. And here's Simons outside. Another three for Portland.
Well, you see that quick release. And Simons right on the money.
The three from Curry. He buries it from three. Curry's got 29 points.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach.
Patrick, masz kiedy powinno muszę sam sobie postawić pieniądze.
If you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Basket counts.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Grant's shot is off.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Grant's got 7 points for the quarter. Pass to Wiggins. Launches a three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
And that's a good shot for Wiggins. I mean, he can be deadly from the corner.
Avdia, good.
An old school finish there with the finger roll. You've got to be committed to a move like that, and he was.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Robert Williams checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Simons. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Podziemski. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. That'll wrap up the short 2-game road trip. Outside for Henderson. Three-pointer Sharp. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
And it's Green missing. Blazers trail by 14. Henderson, the pass to Williams. Fires from the wing. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds now. The three from Curry. Knocks down the long J. Curry's got 39.
Yeah, another day, another virtuoso performance from Curry. It never ends.
Oh, got that one up quick.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
Here's Curry. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Curry's got 41.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
You love Ayton's energy on offense. He relishes every chance he gets to put up points for his team. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Warriors lead by 14. Here's Curry. Yep, that one goes. Curry's got 43 points.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Knocks down the triple.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Wiggins from long range. Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. Training 5 threes in that quarter. 5. This guy's locked in. Back after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. a clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for Golden State.
I have some research here that might explain everything. Apparently 3 is more than 2. They keep making threes.
And now, not a bad time to take a look. And that'll do it for us.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
One guy here this evening, Shaedon Sharpe. Incredibly talented, Stan.
Hey, Brian, you talk about a guy with potentially a very high ceiling. He's got all the physical tools you need. His skills are improving. He's still young and still putting it together.
Three-pointer Sharpe. Kept alive. Goes back up. And it's Williams with the bucket inside. Williams has got 15 points.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Oh, another one falls. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. The Warriors, number 1.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding. And that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
Three-pointer Sharpe. Sinks it from distance. 12 points for him.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharpe has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Curry with it. Avdia picks him up. The baseline J is on the way. Wiggins finds Curry. Lets it go from deep. And another one. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 13. Avdia can't get it to go. Curry looking it over. Hield passes to Curry. Three-pointer. Sharpe grabs the miss. Blazers trail by 17. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Yeah, moving alongside Curry's mark from 2016. That was the top spot until Clay took it.
Grant's checked in for Ayton.
On the floor for your Trailblazers, number 9.
Wiggins outside from behind the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
3.
Curry's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Grant, the pass to Williams. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Good! Another from three.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
Masterclass in three-point shooting. Amazing.
Yeah, matching Clay's 14. One more shouldn't be too much to ask.
And that one good.
Well, it's an added bonus whenever Williams catches fire like this. His guys should just keep feeding him.
From the corner. And good. There's another. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Williams' shot is good.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And here's Curry for three. The offensive rebound. Hield passes to Curry. Here's the three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. A big group substitution here for Portland. Ayton, he's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Avdia. Banton, he's checked in for Sharp. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Henderson. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Anderson's checked in for Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Moody's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Heels. Curry, that's good.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Takes the three. On target from range. Banton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Good awareness on Ayton's part, spotting the open teammate.
Podziemski's shot is good.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And here's Grant from the arc. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Fires from way outside. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Warriors ahead, running away with this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
All right, great pace, great energy. Keep throwing.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Delano Banton out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. The 3 from Ayton. The rebound by Melton.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
And here's Curry for 3. Connects again from distance.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
Yeah, making waves and passing the splash brother, Klay Thompson. 15 threes and counting.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. And the Warriors with another 3.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Golden State has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
The 3 ball. That's good from Grant on the assist by Ayton.
I like the confident response from Jeremy Grant.
Here's Anderson. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And they get it back. Here's Payton. And the Warriors with another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Grant from the arc. Anderson pulls it down.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Payton. Off target from outside. Portland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Kuminga with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Kuminga, the pass to Anderson. From deep, Melton. They get the rebound. Pass to Anderson. Another shot. Connects. The jumper drops. Anderson's gotten his first points in this one. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And that one's good. Melton.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Payton's shot is good.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Basket's good.
Well, as a scorer, that's where Anderson likes to operate. He has a lot of tricks in there.
The Trailblazers have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
The Trailblazers have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Outside Kuminga, pass to Podziemski for 3. He drops it from range.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
It's good.
Well, a little aggressiveness pays off for Grant inside. And as a coach, you love to see that effort.
Thybulle with a steal.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Curry gets the bucket.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Watch out. DeAndre Ayton coming through.
And here's Kuminga for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Fires the 3, and the Warriors with another 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
The 3 from Curry. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
Warriors ball.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Podziemski drops in the three.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, and when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter.
Allie, thank you as always. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching.
In a certain section, can't express how I curb protectors. Guesses, evidence of a divine presence. Blessings, held me down at times I seem reckless. Got an L, but gotta eat for effort. Dropped him off in the Mojave Desert, then left him. Ain't no answer to these trick questions. Money making nip, straighten out my jewelry on my dresser. Well known, flick up and roll, snatch from Rico's till T-shows.
Now let's
How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Now Golden State's starting five. In at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. And it's Jackson Davis in at the five, roaming the paint. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Hendricks can't get it to go. Here's the three. Curry can't get it to go. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The Jazz with another miss. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Three-pointer. Again, Curry missing. For Utah, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Picked his pocket. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 6 points.
Now, the greatest shooter in the history of the game, Curry, so good from deep.
You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league. Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
It's Curry outside. Kessler with the rebound. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
It's Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Wiggins passes to Curry. Fires for three. The three-pointer is right on target. He's got 15.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Jazz, #1.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws. And I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. It's a 5-point game. knocks down the 3 ball.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Here's Jackson Davis. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks just.
And Markkanen throws it down.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trayce Jackson Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trayce, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's ready to talk things through with the team. John Collins, he's checked in for the Jazz. Sexton comes in for Keontae George. Then for the Warriors, Anderson, he's checked in for Trayce Jackson Davis. Kuminga comes in for Green. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Andrew Wiggins. And the basket by Curry.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Jazz trail by 10. On deep, Collins. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
What an answer by John Collins. The 3 responses on time.
Here's Curry with the 3. No good on the shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Curry. Really played well against Portland in his last outing.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best 3-point shooter I've ever seen.
Here's Markkanen. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Markkanen, good.
Now this is Markkanen cleaning up on the offensive end. 7-footer, just so skilled. He can find different spots to be effective.
And that one drops for him. Curry's got 29.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
The previous play is under review.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Warriors on top. They lead by 12. From Delta Center, back in a moment. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of 3-pointers thus far.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Robert Covington out there with Collins, and it's Collier in at the 1 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Jazz trail by 15, and we've we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Here's Curry after the made shot from John Collins. Another three for Golden State.
And you can see how the entire arc is open for Curry. There's no part of it where he's timid about shooting.
Buries it from three-point range. Markkanen's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Jazz. Curry goes inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that game against Houston, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
And Utah making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Curry can't get it to go. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Right side Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Got that one up quick. Sexton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner three now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Warriors leading by 4. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for Utah. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. Curry outside. Connects again from distance.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of...
Good! Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And again for 3.
And I don't think I have ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now, Greg, alone in 2nd place for most threes in a game. You know, at this point, you have to go for the top spot, right? And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. You look at Kessler, 2nd in the NBA, a great defender.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Curry is inside, defended by George. Stephen Curry again.
There is nothing Steph Curry can't do on the floor. He is a Hall of Famer, and right now the defense has got to find a way to get him off balance.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
The shot by Curry, no good. Jazz trail by 7. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff.
And good, he hits it again.
And it's another 50-point night for him. He's had a bunch of them in his career.
And on the NBA all-time list of 50-point games, he's almost in the top 5. And connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history book.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Curry outside. Good, another from 3.
The barrage continues, and he's now broken his own record. It's a new mark for the most triples ever in a game.
He said it. If anyone's going to do it, it may as well be me. And he keeps raising the ball. Higher and higher. Triple after triple. Catch him if you can. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Sexton. And the Warriors also making a change. Fields checked in for Brandon Podziemski.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
It's Curry outside. Another bucket. Wow.
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. In fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that. The 3 ball from Curry.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. A sensational night for him continues as he cranks his 3-point made total even higher on what has been a historic night for him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
From Cleveland. They're thinking about this shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hey, folks, and welcome. This first half has been...
Man, it almost doesn't seem possible. You know what I'm talking about, Ernie?
Yeah.
Steph just getting better? How can a guy get better?
Now let's take a moment. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Up front is Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. And it's Wiggins in at the 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
Warriors leading by 10. It's Curry outside, and again.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable.
It's very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
DB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
It's stolen by Curry. There's the triple. Again, what an avalanche.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss.
70
connects again.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
George is checked in for the Jazz. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it.
Good, he hits again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961 and Kobe Bryant now.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal.
When it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review.
Good, that's another bucket.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the 2nd most points in an NBA game. What a historic night.
When Kobe did what he did back.
And yep, another basket.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for 2nd place for points. What an unbelievable night.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come. Defensively, though, much improved here in the 2nd half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
The immense speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those two players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience. Stephen Curry, guys, is going to be remembered as the greatest shooter in the history of the sport, but we should not sleep on the amount of winning this guy has done as well.
Basket good.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Puts up a deep three. Markkanen can't get it to go. The Warriors shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
To halt the run, and Markkanen with the basket on the assist from Clarkson. Clarkson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Wiggins from outside, and another three for Golden State.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Curry. Markkanen with the block.
That's just great work on the defensive end by Lauri Markkanen. You can see his length come into play.
Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Hands it from downtown.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Curry's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
It's good.
This is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Here's Curry with the three. Hendricks pulls it in. And here's Utah. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Curry. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The three-point shooting has come fast. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a three-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man is etching his name in the history books.
They've got Collins. Markkanen is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Sexton. And it's Juzang in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Takes the three. Hits it from three-point range.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Kuminga. Collins with some nice D. Stolen by Anderson. Right side, Kuminga. Launches a three. It's good from long range. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers. I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Three-pointer, Payton. Pass to Melton. Some nice passing by Golden State here. From past the arc, and it's Payton. That time on the assist by Anderson. Payton's got 9 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Melton with the steal. And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Utah calls timeout. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen. Markkanen's got 25 points in the game.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a...
And another one falls. Amazing.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
Oh, history being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
And Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Pick up the phone. Let everybody know something special has happened here tonight.
Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Wow, Lauri Markkanen, that's a ferocious finish.
It's Curry outside, and again for three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Three-pointer, Markkanen. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Podziemski. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. For three. And another three for Golden State.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Stephen Curry.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Shots good by Clarkson.
That is how you respond to 1-3 on one end. Clarkson with a tray of his own. Go ahead, Jordan.
Lets it go from deep. Another three for Golden State.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
From the arc. Traps in the tray.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Anderson dishes to Curry. The three-pointer off the mark. Clarkson on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. Shots good by Clarkson.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And that's good. Stephen Curry for three.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just...
All right, DA, thanks again. And that about wraps it up.
Win. Commaculation. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Commaculation.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet
Davis on a picture-perfect Sunday night. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building, plus you wait all off-season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at the 3.
And the inside part of Kawhi's game just so hard to stop. He's too physical and seems to be just locked in at times.
From 10 feet away. Rebounded by Green. On the wing, Curry. There's the triple. Nails it from 3.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
And Harden's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Counted. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Yeah, at this point, you're almost shocked when Steph misses a 3, especially from the corner.
That'll be a 5-second call. First quarter, just over a minute played. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Powell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Norman Powell has a lot of strength, and that time he played to it.
Golden State has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
Well, we're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
Drains the triple. Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Launches it. Another 3 for Golden State.
And that is automatic from Curry. He doesn't think twice about launching from there.
Here's Zubac. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Curry, that's good.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
Who told me that one key will be holding James Harden in check. He said they don't want to let Harden get too much penetration, and when he does drive the lane, they're going to shade him left and force him into his weaker right hand. It's a strategy teams have used on Harden before, so we'll see how effective it is tonight.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Outside Jones. Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Powell's shot is off.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Hits the trifecta.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons earlier on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Anderson's checked in for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Andrew Wiggins. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Bamba's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Man, he's checked in for Jones. And it's Porter Jr. in for Powell. Drills it from deep. Curry's got 29.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. The 3. The Clippers grab the miss. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
And I'll tell you what a surprising result. Losing to an underdog is one thing, but getting blown out is quite another.
Yeah, that's a bit of a head scratcher there. That was a case where every single thing that could have gone wrong for them, it showed up.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And that one's good, man.
Entering the league, Porter Jr. was a scoring guard type, but he's morphed into more of a ball handler. Very impressive.
From the arc. And the Warriors with another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Batum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
No good on the second free throw.
Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break.
And again for 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game.
And Batum has the answer locked and loaded from the three-point line.
Curry, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Batum gets the bucket.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
The 3 from Curry. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Even though they had the better roster, they actually lost the season series to this team last year.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Good! Another from 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Connects again from distance.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for 3rd most threes in a single game.
Boy, he's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long. What a shooting performance. The Warriors lead by 17. One thing this Golden State team does very well is, and again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Coach Steve
connects again from distance.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new 2nd-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. And the Clippers making a change here. Zubats, he's checked in for Batum. Jones comes in for Mann. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Dunn. And it's Harden in for Porter Jr.
He's dropping the 3-ball with incredible consistency. What a barrage here in the first half.
You could see that coming. Harden was going to answer back, and he did.
Here's Curry. Again! What an avalanche!
I mean, just a magnificent showing for him offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, he's now tied for 3rd most 60-point games in league history.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best. That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
To the paint. It's stolen by Leonard. Outside Harden. launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd. Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Here's Curry. And again, that's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
Well, B.A., it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
A nice shot by Zubac.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Anything the opponent does, trust me, Steph can do it better. He's got to be the best shooter that we've ever seen in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Back to Podziemski on the wing. Curry. The three is up. Oh, connects again. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Wiggins. The three is up. And James Harden pulls it down. The Clippers have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Curry against Harden from downtown, and yes, another basket.
And he's been out of this world tonight. I mean, unreal on the offensive end.
Boy, the points just keep adding up. Close to the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. And so it's the Golden State Warriors firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be back in a moment.
And get ready for the fan.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of...
Well, I think for the Clippers, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Warriors.
It's not.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Jones in at small forward. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly...
Another one falls! Amazing!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history. And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Powell with it. Green picks him up. Here's Leonard. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
Perfecting that shot early on in his career. Kawhi loves to get to that one.
The 3 from Curry. And got it. Another basket.
He has been simply complete unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. And Grant, the Clippers have strung together 13 straight winning seasons. But at the same time, it feels like they've left a lot on the table.
Yeah, with all their star power over that time, they've made it past the second round of the playoffs only once. And that fan base is restless.
Here's Jones. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
Another one goes. Incredible.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And timeout called by Ty Lue. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Clippers making a switch here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Leonard for three. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Coming out of the break red hot. I mean, they have yet to miss a shot.
Here's Curry. 2 points. That one goes.
He could score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
The 17-footer. Leonard can't get it to go.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Curry, no good. The Clippers have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far this third quarter. Harden, good.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Podziemski's checked in for the Warriors. Hield on the wing. From outside the arc. Buries it from three.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Jackson Davis with the bucket.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have a new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Brian, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. The Clippers shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. A nice shot by Zubac.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Warriors lead by 22. The 3 from Curry. He got it again. Sensational.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
The 3 from Curry. Hits yet again. Wow.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
With the floater. And again, it's Stephen Curry.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
And here's Zubac outside. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Curry, no good. And here's Harden. And here's Porter outside. No luck on that one. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. He may never. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's good. He hits another one.
The good times keep rolling for him. Now tied for second all-time in scoring.
Boy, the way he's been able to maintain his focus on offense all game, the defense throws everything at him, but he still scores.
Get Curry, get Curry.
Good. He hits again.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands alone for second most points in a game. Unbelievable night.
And we continue to see Leonard and his patience being able to deliver the ball like that.
On the wing, Curry. He's guarded by Porter. Good! Another from three. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
The drive by Man.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. The shot won't fall. Batum with the defensive effort. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Here's Curry. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. The shot by Dunn, no good.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Puts up a 3. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Batum's shot is off. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Good! That's another bucket!
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught.
Batum with no hesitation that time. Coaches encouraging him to shoot that one.
And here's Curry for 3. The rebound by Man.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And the Warriors making a switch here. Melton's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Powell's checked in. Outside Curry. There's the 3. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history.
And Batum can still knock down threes. He gives you that kind of gravity that the offense relies on.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And, yep, it's good. Batum's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And you can see why Batum has had such a long career just waiting for the game to come to him.
The 3 from Curry. Oh, another one falls.
What a moment. It's one for the history books. Again, he has set the record for the most points ever in a single game.
Unparalleled scoring capability. We've seen it time and time again. There's really nothing he can't do on a basketball court when he sets his mind to it. And the Clippers call time here. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
And you know, this home arena really... And again for 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat. the mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And what a huge performance it was for Stephen Curry.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Curry, no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. Jones from outside. And again, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
On the wing, Curry, defended by Harden, sinks the tray.
An impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And here's Curry for 3, and the Warriors with another 3.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Jones, the pass to Leonard, fires from deep. The rebound by Payton. Outside Curry, fires the 3, connects from downtown.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to...
Slow it down, walk around, slide, walk around, everybody walk around. Yeah, I got my hand on the button. If I press the button, I turn everything into nothing. They'll talk behind your back and in your face to be frontin'. I'll be with the team.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday. And some question marks for Zion Williamson and the Pelicans moving forward, Shams. What is your sense of how attached to Zion the Pelicans are right now?
The Pelicans learned last year that you can build around Zion Williamson. The struggle, though, is to keep him healthy. I'm told that the Pelicans are really happy about the way Zion Williamson showed last year that he can be on the court. And the Pelicans, I'm told, really believe in Zion Williamson. But there's really no way to find equal talent if they were to ever look to trade him. So the Pelicans have to wait it out and see how they can continue to compete in the West with Zion Williamson.
Quickly, do you think they have enough around him? Do you like the parts around Williamson?
I do. The biggest thing in New Orleans, though, is staying healthy. We see a healthy group, a healthy Zion Williamson for the entire run of the playoffs. That's what everyone, not only in New Orleans, but the basketball world wants to see.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. A bit forward, Ingram and Williamson. DeJounte Murray is out there with McCollum, and it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources, the players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA?
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
A deep three from Ingram. And it's the Warriors on the break. The three. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Green. Curry's got 19 points.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. Now, he's concerned about a lot of things, but in particular, he's worried about how to deal with DeJounte Murray. Coach said he's an opportunist in transition. Everybody's got to get back after a miss, or he'll eat us alive. Sounds like the same thing we've heard from other coaches. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Jones checked in for the Pelicans. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some. And I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Yes, that goes in. He's got 27.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
And the 3 ball is good.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
It's Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Pelicans trail by 17. And another 3 for New Orleans.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Curry, good.
Nobody answers the call better than Stephen Curry.
Tice, no good. Warriors leading by 17. Outside Curry. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Tice has got 9 points.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Wasted no time on that one.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
3-pointer, and it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got 42 in the game.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And timeout called by Billy Green. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Different look here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Kyle Anderson comes in for Green. Kuminga's come in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Buddy Hield. Podziemski, and another 3 for Golden State.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks chills.
Another one falls for New Orleans.
Now look, he is a solid distributor. Murray is gifted at finding his teammates pretty much in any spot on the floor.
Curry outside. Here's Looney. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a big 18-point lead to... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy is out there with Jones. Then there's Murray. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Robinson Earl in at the center. Moody's checked in for Peyton. Curry's shot is good.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
And Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. Now Murray, after the missed three from Stephen Curry.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, no secret the Pelicans will go as far as their star forwards, Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, take them. Guard C.J. McCollum said, I think they've grown a lot. They're seeing how good we've been and how close we are to being great. That's motivation.
Yet another bucket.
An incredible performance tonight, folks. He's at 50.
And tonight ties him for the fifth most 50-point games in NBA history.
Elgin Baylor had 17 50 pieces during his legendary career. He's level with Elgin. Next up is James Harden, who had 23.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else. And again for three.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at fourth in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Good, another from three.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Lays it up and banks it in. Curry's got 58.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
On the basket by Jones.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his third overall.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Different look here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Kyle Anderson. Green comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And good! There's another.
And he has all the tools and the desire.
Now tied for second most 60-point games. What a career he's had. My goodness.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
New Orleans has gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Williamson with the bucket.
And you can see Zion's confidence continues to grow, especially when he's hitting shots like that.
Count it.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Another miss by Williamson.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Curry, that's good.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage. And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Here's Curry with the three. Hits it again. Wow. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless. He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
It's Curry outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Lets it go with a three. And another three for New Orleans.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
And it's Wiggins missing. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
They get it back. Jackson Davis. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up. Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And get ready for the half court.
The Nets out in Brooklyn will go up against the Nuggets. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the tip-off. And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out. I've had some... And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. In at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense. It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Takes a 3. And got it! Another basket.
He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Williamson outside. Oh, good with the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Where there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Curry outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now.